As a leader, one of your roles is to try and create clarity for your team. Let's face it, modern workplaces are filled with many tasks, inputs coming in from all kinds of directions, other people within the team, clients and customers, regulating bodies, changing economic circumstances. The list is fairly endless, and it's fairly easy for individuals to feel overwhelmed by the amount of data they're facing. What exactly is it that I'm supposed to be doing here? Where are the boundaries of my role? What's within my control? What's within my remit to make decisions on and not? And as a leader, we can help the individuals in our team and the team as a whole to get sharp focus and clarity around all of that. One of the things that I noticed as a survival instructor was that the people who are able to survive against the odds, they're able to look at their circumstances full on, to understand what's going on and what the consequences of their action or inaction might be. But in addition to that, they're able to cut through, to go straight to where are the points of this situation where I have the greatest control. And it's almost as if they wipe everything else out of their way. Not that they're not aware of it, but they don't dwell on it. A tool to help you to do this for yourself and for your team is the circles of control and influence. That inner circle, the circle of control, is everything that's within the direct control of you or your team. So some of the things that we can control how responsive we are. We can control how we respond to people, whether we're rude, polite, whether we are fast or slow at responding. We can control the level of accuracy of our responses, the timeliness of our responses. We can't control things like when the requests for our responses come in. We can't control things like what the expectations of other people are on us. We can't control whether they'll like us or not. That's all in the second circle. We can influence those things. We can ask people to submit things to us on timeframes that suit. We can influence people's likelihood of liking us and wanting to do business with us by doing a great job and meeting or exceeding their expectations. We can do the same with our teams by leading them in ways that make them feel engaged, motivated, etc. But we can't actually control it, we can only influence it. And then further out, there's a circle of things that actually concern us, we don't have any control or influence over. So for example, there could be new government regulations or changing economic circumstances that significantly impact the world of your team. And while you can't directly change, control or influence those things, you do need to be aware of them and to change your responses potentially as a result. And in that outer circle, there's absolutely everything. And I'm sure you're aware that if we tried to keep track of absolutely everything that's going on, particularly when it starts to get outside of the things that have a direct impact on us, that just continues to add muddiness to the water. So, what can you do as a leader for yourself and your team? First of all, be very clear about that centre circle. What is directly in your control and not? Can we control this directly? If the answer is no, but it's important, then the next question is, can we influence it? If the answer is yes, then take direct responsibility for it and make sure you do a red hot job of the things that are in your control. If the answer is no, then acknowledge it, but don't stress about it. There's very little point in wasting time, energy or resources trying to push against things where you have no direct control over them. That factor alone, in extremely complex leadership environments, helps to clarify the focus for the team. It doesn't change the complexity, that's always going to be there, but it helps to really narrow down what are we focusing on and where are the places where we can have the greatest control and influence over the outcomes of our work.